Hi there, I hope you're doing well. This is a timeless message for the collective, for anybody that's on the twin flame journey, as well as perhaps on your spiritual journey. So I think this might be beneficial. However, for the main purpose, I wanted to kind of talk about why twin flames in particular are extremely, extremely fortunate to be on this journey, because of what they get to experience in almost an expedited manner, which otherwise on a spiritual journey is not exactly guaranteed. So what am I talking about exactly when I say that twin flames are extremely fortunate to be on this journey and path? Is really regarding spiritual enlightenment. So whether you understand it, if you're a beginner or not, on the twin flame journey, there is something that's absolutely guaranteed for you. You may experience some bumps along the way. It might take you a little bit longer to get there. However, spiritual enlightenment is something that's absolutely guaranteed on the twin flame journey. And you can either make this happy journey by trying to follow the signs and synchronicities and guidance that you're getting from the divine to be able to expedite this for yourself, or you can be dragged along the journey by being forced and compelled into what you're meant to do and stepping into your mission if you are resisting what's really supposed to be the outcome of this path for you. Nevertheless, whether you see the blessing or not, twin flames are guaranteed spiritual enlightenment. Now, why is that so? Why is it that twin flames are guaranteed spiritual enlightenment? All twin flames, whether we like it or not, will experience what we call a Kundalini awakening. For anybody that might be new to Kundalini awakening or has not yet experienced the Kundalini awakening on the twin flame journey, I'll summarize it for you briefly here, and it's something you can look into a little bit more. But Kundalini is actually, it means coiled snake in Sanskrit, and it is referring to a feminine energy which sits at the base of your spine in your energetic system. And once activated, okay, it's not something that you should really be doing on your own, trying to invite this in, but when it happens spontaneously for you, it will rise up through your chakra system and take you all the way to your third eye and your crown chakra, which will get you spiritual enlightenment. Now, why I say this is so beneficial and so fortunate for twin flames is because those that are on a traditional spiritual journey, and by traditional I mean somebody who is a spiritual seeker, is trying to gain spiritual enlightenment, will typically seek guidance from a guru, a master, and try and understand how to raise their consciousness to the third eye to be able to experience spiritual enlightenment. This takes a lot of practice, takes a lot of time, takes a lot of awareness to be able to build practices and really work your consciousness to the third eye level. It can take people months, years, and sometimes even lifetimes to gain spiritual enlightenment. It's all about the soul evolution and, working through that practice that you build really daily. However, twin flames have like this express ticket, is what I'd like to call it, to be able to fast track this journey, whether they like it or not, and are able to get to the third eye, because once the Kundalini, which is absolutely guaranteed, and you have a spontaneous Kundalini awakening. For a lot of twins, this happens when you come into contact energetically in some form. Sometimes it could just be a text message, meeting your twin flame, reading an email from your twin flame, or some form of a connection, and possibly something else. Might be some other trigger in your physical environment that puts you it throws you into a spontaneous Kundalini awakening. But when the Kundalini is activated, it will, whether it's slow or fast, will get you up through your chakras to the third eye and crown chakra. Now, I don't take Kundalini awakenings lightly because they can be, depending on the trauma that you have, the experiences that you have, the shadow work that's needed for you, can be a very painful experience. So as Kundalini is trying to rise up through your chakra systems, if they are out of balance, because you need a lot of healing, it can be a painful journey. However, if you try to resist it, it's even worse. If you've seen some of my previous videos, I talk about building a daily practice of meditation. If you are fortunate enough to be listening to this message before having a Kundalini awakening and you're absolutely certain that you're a twin flame, guess what? You can help yourself. And you can do that by building a daily practice of meditation, because you can start to do the work that when Kundalini awakens, and if you're a twin flame, it is bound to happen. It can take a couple years after meeting your twin flame. It can happen, through some form of an event. Again, remember, divine's in control, and Kundalini is actually a very intelligent feminine energy sitting within your body. It will know when to activate itself and when you're ready for that experience. Nevertheless, if you have built yourself a daily practice of meditation and healing, and things you can do for yourself to help expedite your journey, you will be in a receptive state for when this does happen to you. You get to experience Kundalini and you are in the right mindset, and have built a daily practice of meditation, this can be an easy experience for you. It doesn't have to be that difficult. What do I mean by this can be easy for you? Well, Kundalini, as it's trying to rise up through your chakra system, depending on, as I was mentioning, the trauma and the healing that may be needed, a lot of wounds that you have not yet, overcome, it can be a painful bodily experience as Kundalini is trying to rise up through your chakra system. If you can go ahead and kind of research this, you will find that people actually give testimonials on, weeks and months of going through a painful abdomen, shaking, fevers, and for a lot of masculines, especially when they go through this, not understanding what's happening, a lot of people will start to seek medical attention for what they are experiencing within their body. So understanding Kundalini, not playing around with it. Remember, your body knows this is a divine journey. Your body knows when to do what you need. The only thing you can do from a receptivity standpoint is really allow it to happen. Just go with the flow. Don't resist what's happening to you. Listen to your body. It will tell you exactly what it needs. My personal Kundalini experience, and I'm just sharing this with you so you could get some perspective. I had already built a daily practice of meditation, been doing it for years. But when Kundalini, awakened for me, it was an easier process. My body knew exactly what was happening, and I would get symptoms of what was happening to me, knew how to deal with it on its own. I didn't really freak out to know that I had to go to a doctor. Rather, I was just taking a look at, okay, my body seems to be telling me that it needs more fruit right now. So I would literally have more fruit. I felt very parched at times, so I was drinking a lot of water, twice my regular intake at that time. So you really got to listen to the cues that your body's giving you, make that journey a little bit easier for yourself. The more you stick to your meditation practice as you're going through Kundalini, the easier it will be. You're coming into a state of the present moment and just allowing Kundalini to know what it knows how to do, which is rising up to your third eye and your crown chakra. Just let it do its job. Don't get in the way, and build a practice that's going to help it doing what it needs to do. And as I've mentioned, just follow the instructions that you're literally getting from your soul and your intel, and this will become an easier process. Kundalini is a neurobiological transformation that you go through. Again, so fortunate to be a twin flame and to go through this, because this process allows you to ascend to higher states of consciousness much faster than you can imagine somebody trying to achieve this on a spiritual journey. It can be quite difficult. So honor your journey, understand what you're going through, help yourself go through it. Do not get in the way. I've mentioned this time and time again, and I'll do it again. Remove all attention from the external world and focus on the inner journey. All the guidance that you're getting from your intuition, from your guides, you just need to follow that guidance, and you will make this an expedited path for yourself to get to. If union is what you really want, mind you, this journey is much bigger than union with your twin flame. It is a journey to merging with the divine. It's something that's within all of us. However, being a twin flame is such an honor because you're able to do this in a much expedited manner. Just want to say that if you are somebody who has not yet experienced the Kundalini awakening and you're getting to hear this message, just remember that when you do go through this, as hard as it may seem physically on the body, you'll go through what I would say is a spiritual depression, just trying to reconfigure who you are and figuring out who you are and becoming your most authentic self. You just have to keep reminding yourself that this is happening for you and not to you. As long as you can remain in a place of gratitude, remain in a place of this is an honor and this is a blessing, you will find your way at the end of this tunnel, and there's nothing but beautiful, extreme, and amazing light at the end of this tunnel. So please keep going, keep yourself motivated, build a daily practice of meditation, and that will help you see the benefit in all of this. I hope this message was helpful. Thank you so much for listening. God bless.